go. Hello. Who's going to jump on
everybody.
first? Who's going to jump on first? Who is going to jump on first?
I hope you're all doing well.
Nobody's on yet.
Well, later on, this will be shared to your story.
Yeah, I know.
So,
You know, come on. Should have seen me when my head was way back. Like when the...
quite comical.
Come on, who's the first to jump on? It's Friday night, you know, everybody's out drinking. Do such things anymore. Too old. Can't worry about it. What's it say? Shared a group?
Yes.
How do you know when... I haven't done this in a long time. That's changed.
She's been on Facebook Live more than I have, everybody.
But I don't remember, you know. I can't remember what happens when people jump in. Hi, Facebook. Who's the first friend to jump in? Let's go. Come on, we got lots to talk about.
Merry Rexmas!
Anywho, here we are in Connecticut, the home of the snow flurry. Did anybody have no school today? I wonder if they had no school today.
I didn't know if Haven not have school today.
I have no idea. I don't know. Probably not. They probably already scheduled that yesterday.
Well, nowadays it doesn't snow like it used to.
No, you don't get snow. They plan these things like days in advance.
Nowadays, when they see a snowflake...
A Friday before a holiday? Forget it.
Everyone jumps on the opportunity to take that day off.
Well, I guess so. What's shared a group? I'm curious. How do we know if somebody jumps on?
Well, whatever group
Maybe we have to jump
on
for ourselves. Did you bring your phone up? You should have jumped on. Then we could feel like we were special. Now, nobody wants to jump on because everybody thought it was going to be probably 6:30. Well, it's 6:20.
Give people some time. When you say 6:30.
I know, but, you know, I wanted to see what happened. It's been a little rough around the edges.
It would show up on the screen when someone joins.
Oh, would?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. The anticipation is killing me.
Well, let's make small talk while we're here.
Let's. So what's news?
News is that I'm getting ready for the holidays. Brand new coffee mugs coming up.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff in the works.
Yeah, and even a comic strip that I'm working on as well. Because I wanna bring Tank to the masses to everybody.
Tank the halls.
I've developed him to want to be a character that helps. It helps children who are learn certain things in the world and how things work.
I'll be the Vanna White.
Now's not the time for the sponsorship.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Tank is. He's a figure for young kids who want to learn about how to do certain things and navigate certain environments. Because as a prehistoric creature, Tank's unfamiliar with how the modern world works.
Prehistoric creature. I know what it's like to be a prehistoric creature. Anywho, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to expand upon him being certain slice of life scenarios where he goes to the doctor's office, rides a bus.
So things that kids are afraid of. Kind of deal.
Well,
or have to deal with.
Some things that they're afraid of, or they don't know how a supermarket works, and they want to know how.
They just want to know about the exit of the supermarket, like the candy. Back in the day, they'd never put the candy at the end when you're in line. Yeah, that is how they get. But I feel bad for parents these days in that way because. You know, I mean, when you were little, I had to try to escape past the Matchbox. You love Matchbox. Matter of fact, we have Matchbox things for sale. Just saying on Facebook if you're looking. But I kid you not, every time we went to the grocery store, you needed a Matchbox. Yeah, let me put my teeth in right.
I don't think they even sell those anymore.
No, they do.
They sell Hot Wheels. I don't know about Matchbox.
I don't think they sell both. Well, you had Hot Wheels too.
I know. I know for sure. I had.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Still have that collection.
That's what I said. They're for sale on Facebook. You think I'm kidding you? I don't know how many hundreds we used to get. Anywho, I digress. Go ahead and say what you were going to say about your character Tank.
Well,
where are we taking Tank these days?
Tank. We still have Tank's travels. I want to bring. I gotta travel a little bit more and go to more places.
Wow.
And show off the T-shirt. The T-shirt, which is available. Oh, we have a watcher. Hello, watcher.
Hooray!
Good to see you.
We don't know who it is. How do we not know who it is?
Hold on.
Say something. This old biddy. I can't remember how Facebook Live like somebody say something, even if you just say hi. We're not going to have you join in or anything. This is just one of those things.
We won't put you on the spot.
No,
I promise.
Honest to God.
Not tonight. Maybe another night. If it for like a Q&A kind of thing, that'd be fun.
Yeah. No, what? I was happy one person jumped in.
Yeah.
They're being shy. That's okay.
Oh, Brenda. Brenda Mayer.
Hey, Brenda. Thanks for saying hi. I'm like, I forget how this stuff works. I really do. Nonetheless, I'm trying to have him dip his toes in the water. You know, when you're on TikTok, which may be leaving shortly,
I don't know.
You have to have like 1,000 followers in order to go live. And I'm like, it's been 100 years since I went live. Let's go live.
I keep saying I'm almost there. I'm at 960 followers, but
I'm not even close.
I don't know. To me personally, that feels kind of like. It feels, I don't know why that is. It feels like it's a soft block for people to be like, no, you can't go live to expand your business further until you're in the club. It's like, why? Why is it a limited
Yeah, but that's
access?
all you see now. If you go on TikTok, everybody's live. Damn, I wish I could read tarot cards. I'd be making mint.
I have tarot cards.
No, I know, but I can't read it.
It's been a while since I read it. I need to rebrush up on my whatchamacallit.
I have no idea how to do that. But if I did, I'd be making big bucks right now for the holidays.
You think you got what it takes to be a tarot card reader?
Absolutely not. No.
I think you could give it a try. Because you're someone who's into that kind of...
Well, I'm very spiritual and all that, but I mean, some of them are pretty head-on. I get stuck in, like, the puppy stuff, the animal stuff, that kind of stuff. That? But now they have... Everybody's having a litter. Everybody's having... Well, I mean... You know, like their dogs are having litters. So I mean, like them.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. And now I'm stuck on Puppygate. You know that everybody's shown puppies because our dog died in October, so that sucks.
It's been hard. The holidays, it's been a little less. The holidays are tough enough as is, just because the days get shorter. It just, as you get older, it feels a little less magical. So to not have an animal in the house, it just feels a little less livelier.
Yeah, between October and November were total bummers. Hey, Carol.
Hi, Carol. Good to see ya.
Long time no see there, _Wuzzy. Anyhow, I know you just wanted to pop in to see how gorgeous I look. Just kidding. But I'm glad somebody got the good hair in the family. That would be him.
Wow. I still, to this day, I don't know how... Two generations, and I'm a redhead.
Well, hey, you know, you got the lucky cards. I told you the mailman was nice looking. Just kidding. Anyhow.
But
so anyway, you were talking about Tank.
Yes.
Like where are you taking Tank?
So I wanted to. That's a great question.
Comic strips.
Yeah,
you said.
Coming up. Comic strips is the first step that I want to bring Tank
Gotta
into.
check out his website. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's you can see my stuff and all of the work that I have available and the services I provide. Good to see you too, Carol. Thanks for coming on by. You could see all the services that I provide and the work that I've done thus far in the graphic design field and also in the voiceover field at my website /portfolio, www.spenserlong.com. That's Spenser with an S, SPENSER.
I screwed him up. I screwed him up with that name. He can't get cups with his name on it. Sorry. Anyhow.
So yeah, the first step that I want to be able to do is bring Tank, who's my mascot, and repping the merch tonight.
Oh, he's behind you.
Yeah, he's also.
Yeah. Well, you can see part of him.
Also behind me.
You can see his nostrils.
If I tip the audience up for a quick second, then there you go.
Yeah,
now you can see everybody.
Now you can see Tank.
Then we got lower it back down just so at least you're in view. I got the height working.
I know. That's what happens when you get older. You need booster seats. It's pathetic. It is.
Yeah. So Tank is he's not only my mascot, but I'm looking to make him kind of a figure for kids to learn from, to just because learn how to navigate the world and how certain things work. And I know that certain things are scary, like going to the doctor's office or to the dentist. It's a little intimidating. And since...
They are for me.
Well, since this isn't official Tank merch, this is just a little guide that I have for the holidays. But Tank is, since he's a prehistoric creature, navigating the modern world and how certain things work, it would be a great way to translate that into... for younger audiences and also for neurodivergent audiences as well, who just need to be able to, help to focus and...
Sorry, well, that's a big word.
Just like the basic, to summarize what that basically means is for people who get distracted easily or like they're overstimulated by a lot of things going on at once.
I get it.
Like their mind, they'll focus on one thing, but it's very easily taken to somewhere else.
No,
Tank
I understand that, yeah.
Tank's just kind of there to help people feel a little less, they feel represented by Tank.
Yeah. So you said, I know, I'm looking forward to the comic strip. I like that. You have a book that you're thinking about doing. You already have a bookmark. You already have an ornament.
I do.
You already have a key.
I do.
A lanyard.
My lanyard, which is this right here, official Tyrannosaurus Studios. Hopefully that's showing up. It's mirrored for us, but hopefully everyone at home is able to see that.
Do I look better with this mirror? God, I hope so. How am I looking, Carol? Am I looking better?
But yeah, I have a shop on my website, SpenserLong.com, as I said.
Hey, Sin.
Hi, Cynthia. On my shop on my website, I have a lot of things that are available. Some limited edition materials, such as I have an ornament, Tank the Halls ornament, which is only available until New Year's. After that, I'm sorry, everybody at home.
Alberto.
Hi, Alberto. Good to see you.
From,
I did. Gosh, it's been so long.
You know,
I was so young then.
He still gets the notifications of the. I got a bunch of pictures from when we were in New York, and you did that shoot in New York that he was a part of. Yeah, I just got those the other day.
So young.
Yeah, I know.
It's good to see you. Good to see you.
Used to be so young. He's doing a lot of acting now.
Yeah.
Spence still has his toe in the acting field too. But he's more so voiceovers and characters.
For the time being, it's primarily voiceover work. But I definitely have that part of me. It's like I want to get back on a stage.
Well, you did try.
With other people.
You did. I mean, you did do a whatchamacallit, an audition.
I did.
You did. So that you finally.
And I've never
recently.
I was never told. I was never told by a director, whatchamacallit. I was never told I was too young for something. Too young. I'm 24. I'm 24.
I'm not even 24 on one leg. That's terrible. But nonetheless, it's great to be 24. I remember those days.
And what are you doing? Because since this is your channel and your page. And
what am I doing? I'm just giving you the opportunity to see what it's like to go live and see great people jump on that actually want to at least give a shout out. Give their time that they have. Everybody's time is valuable, especially around the holidays. We could have taken them away from rapping crap.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Would that be a blessing or a curse though?
Well, if you like to rap, some people like to rap. I suck at it. Just saying.
I don't.
Sorry.
I don't mind it, but eventually there's a lot of
They don't
tape
look-
that's stuck everywhere.
Yeah, they don't look at my
Ribbons are
gifts.
everywhere.
They don't look at my gifts and go, no, there's a good wrapper. You know what I mean? I'm not one that could put a ribbon on it and make it look pretty. It's more about the just, here you go. Here's your gift. Here
It's
you go.
plus nothing fills you up with so much joy than to spend all that time wrapping a present for your friends and your loved ones, than to hand it over to them just so they tear it open.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Hey, listen, I like, oh, no, UConn tonight. No, I know. Yeah, that was a good game. That was a blowout game. I hated seeing the Notre Dame game because I can't stand when people
you got to talk about that on
I can't.
your next episode.
Yeah, I know, and I really, it's terrible that you watch singers, right? Like I don't really know Billie Eilish. I know her name or whatever. Like she gets hit in the face with a bracelet. Who's get thrown a phone at somebody? I mean, we would never do that back in. I just don't get that part of this whole thing. And for people like for Paige, now. This kid's really good, and she's gonna, she already has her own sneaker and blah blah blah.
Nike already snags her up quick.
Here you go to Notre Dame, and they're chanting like overrated, and it's like
specifically at Paige or the team as a whole.
No, that was for her. And it's like, she's 23 years old. It's like, hey, Anne's on.
Hi, Anne.
Holy smokes, let's go make some sandwiches somewhere. Yeah, but
you're saying at Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get the fact that they, that they can do that to players. The kid's only 23 years old. When you get to be my age and you get over the 60 mark, you get
no one heard that.
Get to the point where I'm very much like, I don't give a shit. I've been like that most of my life anyway, for anybody who knows me. However, it's like triple worse now. It's like, I really don't. Listen, time is a ticking for me. I'm like 1 foot on the banana peel. I'm saying what I think. Know what I mean? That's all. I told him I'd only be on for a couple minutes, then I'd dump off, but I'll stay on a few more. It's kind of exciting to see who comes in.
Well, also, like I said, this is your page, and it's also not only
they're jumping on to say, let me check on that old one. It was a sea of green, the Notre Dame, well, because they're away or whatever. But I just, these kids that are so young, even like Spenser, you know what I mean? Trying to come out into this world of, like, nobody cares about anybody else. And it's like, I just don't get it.
It's something.
Just let them play the game.
It's a lot of, especially for in my generation at least, having grown up a lot around social media, a lot of people have been affected by we've been thought to we're always worried about being judged by other people because of social media. Like, do I look good? Did I say the right thing? Was it good enough? And
don't care.
But it's
still
just
don't care.
But it's like people in my generation are also just very brutal. A lot of the time. They don't realize the weight that their words carry.
Yeah, but no, because that's not true. Because when I told you when we went to see Wicked, that movie was absolutely incredible.
If you haven't seen it already, please go watch it.
It's theater near you. Anywho, whatchamacallit, Wicked was phenomenal, I thought. I mean, I resonated with Elphaba. I think that Cynthia Erivo did a wonderful job. Man, what she put her body through just to do that role, she's absolutely a phenomenon. Yeah. And I know you love Ariana. I always say her name.
Ariana.
She was funny. Now, I like funny character roles because I always used to like Penny Marshall, or
you love Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, or I love Lucy, physical comedy.
Another good one.
That she was very good at that because we saw it when you were 14 on Broadway. And
a lifetime ago, it seems. But I remember that trip very vividly.
So vastly different between the stage and what they did on screen. Talk about graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was just amazing. But back to Tank. Go back to Tank to hold.
Well, speaking of green stuff.
Yeah, speaking of green stuff. What else are you doing with Tank?
Well, I actually, for those because I know a lot of people. Hi, Trisha. Good to see you.
Hey, Trish. Good to see you. Tell Tony I said hi. I'm still old, Trish. Getting older as the days going by.
I know that a lot of folks are curious because I've talked about things I'm going to do with him, but I think some people may still be curious about how in the world he came to be came into being. And
what are we talking about?
Well, Tank.
Tank.
How exactly Tank became the face of my business.
How you came to be.
No.
I was a little frightened. Okay, go ahead.
Or else I'd have to hit the end live button real quick. Tank, it was actually back in my senior year of college. I was a graphic design major. And one of the biggest assignments for my class was
yeah, we're all getting
I feel that one, and I'm almost.
You're not old.
I'm almost 20.
You're an old soul. You're kind of like me. I was old before I was old.
I do.
I do
feel
to grow
old
up a little too quick. But what are you gonna do? Shit happens. Some people get the booby prize. Anywho, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that one of the biggest assignments for my graphic design major was that we were required to build a brand for our business. More in short, basically that means seeing what logo we could make for ourselves, imagery that we could use, symbols, any insignia that could really catch an audience's attention and make it ourselves.
We're like fine wine. Remember that. I'm just the cork. Anywho, go ahead. Sorry, you know I interrupt.
You're the. So it took a lot of fine-tuning to find exactly what I wanted, because it was, at the time at least, now I feel like I could change a little bit.
Let me ask, for the couple people that are on, because people will jump off and on, it's not like you're going to get 100,000 followers, but would anybody be interested in like a once a month if we jumped on just to say hello to you guys? Would you be interested? I don't want anybody to feel like, oh crap, here she comes again, I got to jump on. I mean, maybe you will be interested. Maybe you'll just join in to see how good his hair looks and how much more I've lost. I mean, it could happen. I'd just be interested.
Well, but I think it's a good way to connect with people who are following with both of us.
Yeah.
And just
I do hoop scoops. That's what I do. I talk about hoop scoops, and and I do Minute to Spit It, and I do anything comedy related, because I was on stage for 5 years, I think it was. I was at comics at Mohegan Sun, and we did that. Had a blast doing that. But
did you learn anything from doing that?
I learned there's a lot of drunk people in the front row. And that and the other thing is like it was 99% guys talking about body parts and other things, and then there was me.
Yeah.
So
just
in the green room. So I'm used to green rooms. It's just usually backstage before you go on. You just learn a different aspect from the first time I went on to the last time I did. You just, you go on thinking you're going to say stuff, and then you say something totally different. Like I would do a whole set and practice it, and then I get there and I see people in the front row, and it's like, hey, what's going on there, toots? That kind of thing, and then it just kind of takes off from that kind of thing. Kind of like this will be for you. Like we're just jumping on to, say hello to people.
Yeah.
Because like I said, TikTok, you have to have 1,000 followers. I certainly don't have that. Not one freaking kid wants to look at this puss and say, hey, let me hit a follow. They actually, most of my life I've been made fun of, so I'm kind of used to it. But it just goes a little bit heavier when you're on social media. All the trolls come out. And it's like
I said, there's just people don't realize the weight that their words have on other people. Yeah. Which is
it was kind of. I got my first whatchamacallit on TikTok. I was actually like I got. They deleted my comment and I got a warning.
For what?
Today.
For what?
Because some guy was abusing, talking and abusing his wife, talking, mouthing off, and it triggered me. And I said, "Happy holidays." Don't, no one should be a dick. And they didn't like that I said dick. I should have said Richard. You know what I mean? Anyhow, so you got to watch out what you say. And I can't keep my mouth closed enough to, worry about that kind of deal.
You're a loose cannon at this age.
Well, yeah, of course. Aw, thanks, Brenda. You're the best. We'll absolutely make it on non-UConn WNBA games. That's the other thing I cover.
Yeah.
But enough about me.
Well, you talk about WNBA games
during
and college games.
Yeah, in college games, yeah.
Just to cover all year-round content.
And other things that I find interest in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
And, yeah, I think I already said this.
Sorry. There's a hair in your beard. It's right in mine.
I think I already said this before, Brenda, but definitely Tank is for a lot of for the comic strip material, and later on when I work on doing a full book featuring Tank, it'll definitely help for a lot of people and kids who they're with how busy and crazy life is. It's just, I want Tank to be someone that people can confide in and feel seen by, that they're not alone by how they feel and the thoughts that they think while the world is running rampant. I want him to be
I think kids need something that is friendly to them. I mean, there's enough junk in the world. See, we're blocked by a lot of that because social media, everything's breaking news and drives me nuts.
Now you see everything.
Where's Peter Jennings when you need him? Anywho, we didn't have any of that. We were very away from that. You went out and you played or you did whatever. Nowadays, everybody's on their cell phones. And I think kids need something that's safe. Yeah. I think childhood should be safe. And, you got, too many things going on that, nothing's safe or sacred for kids. And I think Tank's a great adaptation to give to children. It's just going to take time to, right now you got 3 followers. That's 3 more than we thought we'd get. We chatted for a good couple of minutes before you came on, and we appreciate you, believe me. But to the fact that you do get to 10,000 people that are, looking at you or whatever, because you have your own plushie, which is in the works down the road, and you have your own, yard signs of your guy for somebody's birthday for their kid who likes dinosaurs.
What are those called?
They're
Critter
yard cards. Yeah, if you know anybody knows Critter yard cards, have them call us up. We're ready to strike a deal.
Before the comment disappears, I wanted to address, just so we are reading comments, don't you worry. Alberto had a question for you of what you think of the 3-on-3 women's league.
I think it's great. I think anything that if it's good for the guys, it's good for the girls. Back in my day, I played all kinds of sports, but you had to end it at, there was no WNBA. You didn't go on to all these different careers and what have you. I think any avenue that they can take, I know, what's her name? Can't think of her name now. She just signed on for the women's league. And I think it's great. Look at 𝐒𝐩𝐞𝐬𝐞𝐬 Wilson, 6-year contract with Nike, an extension. Of course, they're not telling us the amount. But if my mother got to meet 𝐒𝐩𝐞𝐬𝐞 Wilson after the game this past year in, September, I think it was. Yeah, that was September. She came, she held up a sign that Spenser made. He drew specifically. And we were in the front row, and she held the sign up, and she was shouting to 𝐒𝐻𝐬 and shouting. She's like, nothing's going to happen. And she said, I got you. And I said, Ma, she said I got you. And she goes, nah, she didn't really mean me. You think she did? And then after the game was over, she ran up to her and well, she didn't run because she hurt her ankle that game. But she walked over to her with an entourage of people.
Literally 3 seconds before the buzzer is over, she nearly broke her ankle.
Oh, no, they busted her ankle. Hockey, too. Any women's sport, I think it's fantastic that finally, in my lifetime, I could see these young women. I just, and I'm sure most of them have to understand because they have old folk like me that say, hey, look, we didn't have that opportunity. This is a great opportunity for you. Like, who would ever think, you'd be in college playing basketball and Paige gets a deal for a sneaker? That's like incredible, but why not? Why shouldn't they get the, hey, Donna, good to see
Donna.
you.
Good to see
your icon. How am I looking? I hope everything's well in your neck of the mountains. Nobody would ever think that, a college kid would be able to, a woman would be able to get these contracts. The men have always had the contracts, the bigger contracts, but somebody like a Larry Bird or any of those guys must be looking and going, holy crap, because they didn't have those opportunities back in the day, and they played for a lot less than what these players are making. But good on them.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
Working hard. They're incredibly hard.
Yeah, and hopefully, like I said, your business will be such that you'll be doing the same down the road, because it can only go up from here. Like I said, you go from 3 people watching saying, man, she got old, to holy crap, look at her beehive. You know what I mean? I could even bust out like your grandmother's butt pad.
No, not today.
I don't think that's going to happen. You think that's going to happen? I really don't think so. In women's basketball, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could happen. I mean, is it going to happen with the men's? It's kind of weird, because without going into it, it's like they make these things about, who's transgender, who's not. Oh my God, the bathroom, da-dee-da-dee-do. It's like if I was on an airplane, right? I could go into the bathroom, but a guy just came out. Not that we're in the bathroom together. I've been into the bathroom where guys have come out. I mean, because they've stumbled in the wrong damn bathroom. If you go over to Italy,
Yikes.
If you go over to Italy, the bathrooms connect. So while you're washing hands, the guy on the, you could see the guy, like you could talk to somebody right on the other side of the thing. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess it just doesn't bother me so much. The world is what it is. I don't care what you are, as long as you're nice to me.
Yeah.
If you're not nice to me, well, then all bets are off. That's all I could say.
Just be a nice person.
That's why I am me, and he draws nice characters. I can't draw. Can anybody else draw? I can't draw. Not a thing. I can't draw. Even my circles are tough. I mean, for real. You know what I mean?
I've always loved doing it since I was younger. Though.
Yeah. No, you've always gravitated towards drawing and more artistic stuff, being on stage. I was in one play. Freaking sweating my ass off.
I remember that play.
I was like,
9 to 5.
I was Roz in 9 to 5. I was like, holy. That was hard. Like trying to remember like where you were supposed to be at what time. I mean, I had fun. Don't get me wrong. And
blocking.
I figure my blocking.
Yeah, the blocking. When you're told something, you write it down in your script.
Nah,
and you follow along
like, where
with
am I
your
supposed
lines.
to be? I had to keep asking the youngins.
You have to be in the moment.
Nah.
Don't think of yourself
I wasn't in the moment.
Pretending to be on set. You're that character on stage in that moment.
Yeah, no, I'm that character on the court, or with a baseball bat in my hand. Then I could get it. But to have to be there, man, I sweat. I give you a lot of credit. And that last play you were in, in college. That was hilarious. That was a great character for you. What was the name of that character? The old guy?
Which one?
In Three Sisters?
I can't even think.
Begin with an N?
Farrapont.
Oh, Farrapont. Didn't begin with an N.
From Three Sisters, yeah, Farrapont.
That was great.
That was
fantastic. You wouldn't believe it. Well, that's the thing. People see you as like this, this gentle, and you are a kind soul kind of thing, and then you get on stage and you're so incredibly different than you are in person.
It's mostly
totally different.
Mostly because like when I'm acting on stage, it's like I can finally take a moment to no longer be myself. I can see the world through another character's eyes, and
yeah, but I would want to be that, and it totally was like it threw me off. I can't.
Listen, it's okay that you forgot the lyrics.
Every time I got to that one song, I was like, oh, shit. Somebody let the band play louder. Trisha was in that band.
Oh,
she was in the band. I want to say she played clarinet. You poor bastard. You had to play while I was on stage. Just play louder. I'll sound better. That's all. Oh, my God, that was like 100 years ago, seemingly. Tell Tony I said hi if you're still on. What a great guy. He was really good acting. Her husband. Oh, my God. I mean, he just gravitated towards that kind of stuff. And I'm a very good audience participation person.
You know how to give a lot of support for people.
I could do that. As a living, if you paid me, that'd be a great thing. To just boost you up and boost your kind of way to go. You know what I mean? But for me to get on, nope.
I still remember those times, all those years of doing plays. Whenever I came out, you would scream the loudest.
All the time. Spenser, yeah! I would always, but then,
And everyone in the audience.
How many times have we been to Disney? How many times?
Many.
And I don't know.
To go again.
Yeah, I know, but do I know the characters? I'm like, oh, look, Snow White or whatever. And it's like, no, it's Cinderella. Whatever.
Let's not forget. And this is a true story for those who are watching. This is many years ago. But my my mother points to Alice in Wonderland as we're walking through the park. And she's like, oh, look, it's Cinderella. One of the cast characters actually stops and says to her, excuse me, madam, but that is not Cinderella.
It was Hercules. Remember, he stood there like this. Oh, yeah, whatever, buddy. Whoever she is, go ahead.
It was just quite comical that you actually got a character.
I love Disney, but I can't with character names. It's like, anybody else have a problem with like passcodes and stuff like that? I have so many passcodes. I can't remember passcodes. Do you want me to remember? You can't remember Mickey and Minnie. And Goofy, I like Goofy. Who doesn't love Goofy?
Yeah, well, Goofy right? is...
And maybe you're someday Tank. Well, I have all kinds of things that I come up with. Like that you should name certain things, but he doesn't like my ideas. He goes with his own, as he should. Because mine are more on the comedic level.
I appreciate that. We're funny.
We're funny. Just funny looking. Hey, what are you doing Christmas Eve? Remember those days? Fun times.
Yeah.
Those are fun times, for real. Those are good times.
Yeah,
these are tough times.
I miss those days. Just felt more magical, more colorful.
Oh, for sure.
Now it just feels like another day.
Yeah, it's almost like whatever.
Whatever. It's
Christmas. It's terrible to feel that way either. It really is. But back to Tank. Maybe someday he'll be the new Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be nice, or at least a recognizable figure that for people to be able to recognize who he is, and he garners a following. And
yeah, if anybody knows anybody from Peabody Museum or anything like that, Spenser did a thing. It's interesting. The Chicago
Field Museum
actually gave him some footage to use because they have a prehistoric image of me hanging up in their gallery. No, just kidding. Of this dinosaur named Sue that they found like in the 80s, right? Was it the 80s? When did they find Sue?
It was, I think if memory serves, it was the 90s.
I don't know. It all seems like a blur.
I'd have to double check.
But is that on your website?
Yeah,
if they go to spencerlong.com?
Yeah, it's underneath all my voiceover
Maybe I should look
stuff.
at your website. I see every day,
thanks.
so I know. No, just kidding. Well, I know you made a bunch of changes, so you really need to,
I did. For the holidays, I did.
Spencerlong.com.
Spencerlong.com.
But who's plugging? He does...
Ed says hi.
Hi, Ed! Yeah, I do much better. Why wear glasses when I still can't read that freaking thing? I can't read it. It's like being with you at the eye doctor. I can't read it.
Yeah.
And then you got my mother who goes to the eye doctor and she sees like
it's waving people.
It's people waving. No,
that's a W.
Yeah, there's no people waving on any of those charts. Why don't we start with the big E and move on from there? Oh my God, I know it's tough to be us.
Lest we forget yesterday, another fun story for everybody. Christmas decorations are just so much fun. We go to. Well, my mother went to go turn on our front wreath on our front door. Next thing you know, she's going to turn the knob, and I hear a crash, boom, and a bang, followed by a, "Oh, what is this?" She didn't say that. She said something else, but PG.
Words. Yeah.
And I come over, and she's holding the entire doorknob in her hand.
That's what happens to me. It's like a consistent...
All for a wreath.
Huh?
All to
turn the wreath on.
There goes the doorknob.
Here I stood with the doorknob in my hand. Now you had a freaking doorknob. Thank God we have the master lock.
At least the wreath lit.
Yeah, well, the wreath is lit. Now I got to open the door with the pliers. It's a freaking... It's a cluster bomb always at this house. Every day is a new catastrophe. It's a wonder the kid's able to draw or do anything for real, because it's like, what happened today?
Always something going on in this house.
For sure. We got stories beyond stories. It's like living Golden Girls times 15, especially with my mother, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. She's unbelievable.
It's eventful.
That sounds like your house. Oh, good. Then we should feel normal. Oh, my God. It's pathetic. It really is, But anything else you want to say before we wrap it up? Because we jumped on early, and these nice people, we don't want to keep them thinking, holy...
Oh, we've almost been going for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who's still here.
I know.
Yeah.
They just wanted to see it. Maybe they thought you were jumping on my live to say I died. It happens. It's kind of like Grammy with the damn newspaper. It's like, I don't want to see, you know what I mean? Usually when the phone rings and you hear, "Oh, no," then that's what the shit you look forward to as you get older. That's why keep drawing nice characters.
Thanks.
I'll stay with the morbid stuff. Oh, Lord.
The only thing that I have left to say is one last reminder is that I do have some lanyards for my business, Tyrannosaurus Studios, that's available for purchase. You can either reach out to me directly on any of my socials, Spencer Long. You could find me on TikTok, on Instagram, on LinkedIn.
His voiceover works really good.
And my website portfolio, spencerlong.com. You could see more there. And you could reach out to me if you're interested in buying them. They're $12 each. And even if folks, if you're local and you need them before the holidays at all, I could even do a public meetup with you, and we could do it that way, just because now that it's in full swing, Christmas time, deliveries and packages are going to be a little bit delayed. So make life a little easier for all my friends that are local and in the North Haven area.
UPS, I got a package for you.
Yeah, so there's that. And again, my website, spencerlong.com. You can see more about me and my business there.
I'm not on it, so you like
design. And look forward to, I'm going to be releasing a coffee mug later on today, at very latest, I'd say early tomorrow, you should all see it drop. I'm looking forward to sharing that one. And further things are coming. Comic strip and
yeah,
a
you
book
got a
from
lot
her.
of stuff. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff coming up. So
And voice acting on top of that.
any little kid that loves dinosaurs, he's your guy. And Tank's gonna be the guy. So we thank you very much for no.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Anything else that you want to say?
No, that's it. Thanks for jumping on, guys. We appreciate you. I hope that you have wonderful holidays. Stay well, be safe, and try not to swear a lot like me. And if anybody's free for rapping, I'll bring my shit to your house and pick it up on Tuesday. Anyhow, be well. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Bye.